Hi guys. So I'm here with Anna, and a little less than a year ago, I came with her when I was going through my chemo rounds, and I had no eyebrows whatsoever. And we did a live video through Facebook before, but now I want to do it through YouTube because this is part of Cancer Journey. Um, or maybe it should be an option for some that, that don't know. There's many of you, that don't know that this is even an option. And, this is something that you could do because it helped me out so much when I was going through my chemo. I didn't feel good. I didn't feel like I wanted to put on makeup. I didn't, want to anything, just waking up in the morning was hard enough. Getting my meds down or getting something to eat. So for me to look in the mirror and not have eyebrows and not see who I was, or, see a whole different person, was just that much overwhelming. So when I came to Anna, I said, I need some help. I needed, a shape. I gave her a picture of what somewhat I used to, look like, but I wanted her to put a touch on her magic, and she did. I got a lot of compliments and love her to death. So now we're back and we're doing the retouch. So I'll let her explain a little bit of what she's doing, okay?
Well, you did awesome. The color stayed beautifully. So basically, all I'm doing is correcting or marking some of the areas that faded a little bit. And then I'll just go and fill in those areas, well, the whole brow, but especially those areas with the strokes that you're missing. And you said you like the shape, so we're sticking to the same one. Just, making sure we freshen up the color a little and sticking to what you had because it heals so pretty.
Yeah.
It's your skin. I don't know because I can see the strokes so clear.
Awesome.
Awesome. Yes. So let me know if it's uncomfortable. I'll start doing the strokes.
Okay.
Cutting. Let me know. Like I work in two steps. This eyebrow first, then the other one. And usually the second pass is virtually pain free. The first one's a little uncomfortable. So, I mean, some people ask me, does it hurt? I'm like, I don't know. I have clients who fall asleep while I'm doing it. Other clients have a harder time. So, I think it's up to your particular, pain
Well,
tolerance.
and I'll be honest, like, I think in my situation, I had
You've been through
no
so much.
brows. None. So poor Anna had to, like, I mean, literally, not only had to, like, mark it, remake it, like, put stuff that wasn't there, but, I mean, she had nothing to work with, you know? Other people, they, you fill in, and it'll just look amazing, kind of like a shadowing. That's even different. But I mean, it's very tolerable, guys. It's nothing outrageous. Um, I think it's definitely worth it. Like I said, I would wake up every morning, and it was just like heaven for me. I didn't have to paint them on. I didn't have to worry about it smudging. I didn't have to worry about, taking another selfie and one being higher than the other
Checking your
just
eyebrows.
because I didn't feel good. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Like, it is what it is. So I'm trying to get a little bit close up without, you know, getting in her, just so that you see those strokes. That's better. See, I could see the strokes. I know you can. And it just strokes up very gently and individually, like eyelashes. Just like the eyebrows should be individual hair pieces. And that's why they look so natural.
How are you feeling? Do you feel pain?
None.
Yay!
None.
Awesome.
And let me tell you guys, uh, before we started, they prepped me with, what was that, Anna?
It's a numbing cream. It's for closed skin. It has lidocaine, tetracaine, and we cover it up with some like wrap, like plastic wrap, so it kind of, it's not like it's heating it up or anything, but it protects the skin and the numbing cream on your eyebrows, and it helps numb the area um, better than any other product without having to, use any injection or anything that we are not even supposed to be doing. We're just tattoo artists, so we can't do that like they do it in other places,
Yeah.
in other countries maybe. Here it's only topical anesthetic.
Anesthetic. Yeah, well, I mean, seriously, guys, like right now, this is, I'm not in any pain. It's very tolerable. I mean, as it goes, I know that, you know, I remember it being the first time around being much more painful, but then again, I had nothing to work with. I don't know if it was just because it was more work, or I don't know.
You felt more pain the first time?
Yeah, remember, like I remember getting to a point where it was just like, oh boy. But I don't remember if it was in the shadowing, like when it was already like the second
Probably.
part.
I think the shadowing is a little
Yeah,
bit more.
maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. I
Because I
remember one of
remember you
them.
were talking and
Yeah,
you were. I don't know. To be
yeah.
honest, I can't remember. It was. Was it a year ago almost?
It was almost, yes, almost a year ago,
That's amazing.
right? Time does fly.
It.
And you know what? Honestly, like it was so worth the year. Like even with my eyebrows, and I guess you could see a little bit of them growing back,
Yes,
right?
definitely. I was gonna
I
tell you
had
right now.
none. I didn't
Look at
have
this.
any.
I have the
Yeah.
pictures with you, like the pictures we took a year ago. You had absolutely no hair, and I don't know if you can see it there, but there's
Wow.
hair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that sometimes people ask. They think that when you have microblading, you won't have any hair growth,
Right.
like regrowth, or and actually, since you don't really worry about your eyebrows anymore, you're not over plucking, you're not, so they regrow. In your case, obviously, it means you're not just healthier,
Mm-hmm.
looking
Thank
good.
God.
Exactly.
Yes.
But
Yes.
you're getting nice eyebrows back.
Yes.
So that's good.
And it just now I'm kind of just keeping up the maintenance with what Anna's done and her shape, because I've gotten so many compliments on it. So it's just that much easier for me rather than having to shape them and do everything.
Right.
No, no.
And this is the shape that you feel comfortable with, and that's something that it's very very important that we draw, we suggest, I draw, I suggest, but at the same time and at the end of the day, it's your face, it's your, how you see yourself in the mirror, how you want to look, how you want people to look at you, to see you. So I think these brows are just perfect for you.
Awesome.
Ana, ¿cómo marcas el?
Awesome. And so here's a close up, guys. Yeah. And believe me, guys, I mean, as a cancer patient, knowing what I've gone through, this is a breeze.
Oh,
Oh,
yes, for
God.
you.
Oh,
This
God.
must be like,
Yeah,
whew.
this is nothing. Yeah. Yeah. It's worth having the eyebrows, guys. Absolutely. Anna makes them picture perfect all the time. I love that.
Hmm.
So yeah, you see how it's going on. But guys, I feel like these are things that I want to put out to you as a cancer patient, to know that there are things out there that you can do to help yourselves, feel better, look better. The maintenance is not, it's not bad. Like I said, it's almost been a year
A
ago.
year, yes.
Like,
You came back
wow.
for your touch up, which is part of the procedure itself, and then I didn't see you for about a year.
Yeah. So no, I think it's so worth it. Absolutely.
It was hard to, now that next time you come in, you'll have more hair.
Mm-hmm.
Probably next year when I see you, you'll have a full natural brow.
Okay.
So we will probably have to change the shape of the strokes
I
since
see.
we have to usually follow your natural hair growth, but you didn't have any at the time.
Right.
So we basically designed it from scratch. But next time, because I can see now how it's starting to grow, we'll have an idea on how to correct all those things.
Got it. And sometimes, you know, Anna, I'll be honest, like it will be interesting because sadly, you know, these are one of the things that we need to discuss. Like I said, it is part of my cancer journey. One of the chemos that I was hit with was called Toxtatir. If you've all seen it on TV, it's that permanent hair loss. Unfortunately, you know, it definitely has affected with my hair growth. It, you know, and I don't know as a hairdresser. I remember I've been a hairdresser all my life. I don't see my hair coming back, but I am grateful and thankful for my life. And the fact that I was a hairdresser, I can alter that. You know, just like I can alter these brows. You know, this is just, you know, cosmetic, guys. But inside is unchangeable. And so you have to understand that you're worth it and let your inner beauty come out. You know, let yourself shine. That's all I'm saying.
We sometimes don't notice. We notice our little flaws and things too much. But if you're feeling good inside, people really don't notice all those little changes or big changes sometimes for some. If you're so that's what I'm saying. You have to teach us how to tell us a secret and how to stay so amazingly positive, and we all have to learn from that, Jessica.
You know what? I'll be honest with you guys. You know, when I was at rock bottom and you had nothing else, you know, no one could save you. And over again, you know, you're given that in the back of your mind. It's you're facing death. You're facing death. And death is a scary place. And I think we fear death not only because of the unknowing, but truly, you know, the question is are we ready? And I think that consciously we fear death because a lot of us are not. And I want to say that even though I hate cancer and hate everything about it, I am very thankful that the Lord has saved me for a second chance. And I, at this point, am not gonna, you know, abuse that chance or take advantage of it anymore. I'm gonna live my life to the best of my ability, but also, guys, knowing that He's part of my life. And I think when people understand that the emptiness is there because they don't have their Heavenly Father, you know, that's the first accepting is to get close to Him. And when you find Him, there's nothing else, guys. You don't need anything else. Everything else will come.
What was your number one motivation?
Honestly,
Yes.
I needed to find God, girl. I was lost. I was lost. I was so lost in success. A lot of us get caught up in success. I was striving like anybody else. I owned, you know, in my lifetime, I was a 39 when I was diagnosed.
So yeah.
That I had owned 4 salons. I had gotten divorced. I was a single mom. I had owned 2 homes in my lifetime. Even though I had done so much, it wasn't good enough. I still felt like a failure. And how many of us live this way? We're still trying to catch up and catch up and catch up. And everyone is finding emptiness in all the right things. And that's why they're finding emptiness in their homes, in their wives, in their husbands. Because there's no home. You
So
need
you
to
were
come
blessed
back.
in finding all that and discovering all that. Isn't it a blessing? Huge one?
I'm here on a mission now. It's not my choice anymore. My life is his, and he has a different cause for me. Yeah, I'm blessed.
You are blessed. You're gorgeous. Now you're going to have the eyebrows again.
Thank you.
I love you. You're so amazing.
So know, guys, that you guys can have options. You guys can put eyebrows on. You can have them. You don't have to be, walking out of your homes and trying to disguise yourselves, putting on the shades, or not feeling well like I did, and sometimes walking out with one left eyebrow higher than the other. you know Trust me, it didn't matter. No matter what, I always walked out with eyebrows and eyelashes. Anyone who knows me knows that. Towards the end, it just got so much harder for me, guys. And I'm grateful I found Anna. So let me tell you, Anna is. What's her address, Anna?
It's 11890 Vista del Sol, and it's the corner of Zaragoza and Vista del Sol.
What's your phone number?
915-525-4068. You can always text me. It's usually easier.
Yeah. So if you guys want to make an appointment, there you go, and I highly recommend her, guys. Like I said, I knew nothing. I'm so grateful I found her. And before I had found Anna, let me tell you, I did research because I was paranoid, guys. Like, come on, this is your face. It's like saying, a tattoo is a tattoo. You can cover it up on your body if you want to wear something different, okay? But when you're putting on uh something on your face, this is something people see, so no matter what, it's permanently there. I was kind of skeptic and I was scared to go to just anybody. Well, I had looked it up and I had, seen some of her work online, and I actually went in and met with her. And when I was speaking with her, it was more that one on one comfort level that I was like, you know what? Yeah. And it's like anything, guys. You just know, what? It feels right. Especially if you guys have been through what I've been through. You've been through doctors that, you feel that are working for you, and there's doctors that you're saying, this isn't the doctor for me, right? Well, Anna for me was that person. I trust her. She did an amazing job, and obviously I'm back. And I'm recommending her to everyone. So, yes, I am happy. So right now, what is the dark part that went over the microblading, Anna?
It's like a mask of pigment.
Okay.
So it's a chance for the cuts to absorb the pigment. Now just
Oh,
clean it.
I see. So the cut itself is just like an open wound.
Exactly.
I see.
That's
And
why
so
it's so
that
important.
tint on top is what absorbs it.
Exactly.
See.
And that's why when you're undergoing chemo, for example, you cannot have this procedure done. You have to have it until you're, finished. And because since they're cuts, you have to have a very strong immune system.
I see. That's right. Okay.
'Cause I
that
do
makes
get
sense. See, I
calls.
didn't know that.
I do
I
get a
just
lot of calls from cancer patients that they're
Yeah,
undergoing, and
look
I
at that.
have to say no. This is just a little bit of numbing,
Yeah.
lidocaine, and it's gonna numb the area. So that's why I said the second pass is virtually, pain free. You can see the strokes are there, very
Yeah.
light. It's gonna get darker.
There you go. See that up close. And then here's the other where it's soaking in. And then she's gonna clean that off. And then, but it looks very natural. Love her. She's amazing.
with my devil. With
Devil
my devil
ears.
ears.
Yeah.
What are they? Horns?
It's cute. We're October. Come on
I
now.
know. Yes.
And it's bling, so she can never go wrong with bling.
Oh yeah, never.
Right?
Can never go wrong with bling.
Mhm.
Ever.
Yeah.
So we're gonna leave that 1 minute, 2 minutes, and then we'll go back and do that second pass again. Remember, your eyebrows will, while they're healing, they will shrink a little. It's normal. They can shrink a little. They can, they will fade somewhere, between 40%, around 40%, maybe less, maybe more. Some people don't oxidize the pigment as much, and you don't see them fading. Some other people you see more fading. So you can see one lighter than the other one. You can see it's everything is very normal. Just keep in mind that we can fix it all. And it's really up to how your skin particularly is doing, and how your aftercare, for example, that I'll explain to you again right now, has a lot to do. It's almost like 50% of the result is based on what you do at home after you have a procedure done. So you have to follow the rules.
Exactly, just like anything else, guys. Even when I did hair, anybody who was my client, I always said, if I'm gonna do your color, you have to follow through with maintenance. If not, what's the point in having the job if it's not gonna look pretty and you're not gonna keep it up, right? So, anyways, we're gonna finish it up, and then I'll do like a later video, and then you'll see the finished product. Okay. So for now, God bless, and we'll stay in touch.